Hey guys, it is Carrie, and I know that I promised a live video at the beginning of this week, but my husband and I got home from Vegas, and let's see, both kids ended up coming home from school sick the next day. We got in at 2 a.m. I had to be at the dentist at 7:45 Monday morning. I know, cry me a river. I had too much fun in Vegas and was really, really tired. So, long story short, it's taken me a few days to get everything back on track. But I wanted to share a couple things and answer a few questions that I've gotten since I posted the pics of the new hair. Apparently, you can stand out even in Las Vegas when you have rainbow hair. I found that out this weekend. I made like 500 new best friends for the day. So, what does this do? Oh, look, there's filters. Yeah, can you tell I've never done this before? Anyway, hopefully this is going and you guys can all see me. What is happening here? There we go. Okay. So commonly asked questions about the hair first, because everyone always wants to know about it. Does it take a long time to do? Yes, it took my amazing stylist Heather 4.5 hours. But that's because I was due for a bleach, so we had to bleach it all the way down, and then put the rainbow amazingness in, and it changes however you flip it. It's a little bit wacky today because I just let it air dry. I'm trying to avoid heat styling unless I have an important meeting or something. So that's the first question. Second question was, does it last? And that's yes and no. I've had crazy hair colors for years and years now. So I've learned through trial and error. You cannot, if you're going to do this to your hair, don't waste your time with cheap shampoo. You're just going to wash it out the first wash and you're going to be really, really sad. So invest in some really good sulfate-free shampoo specifically for color-treated hair. And this is where it gets really not fun, is you have to wash your hair in ice cold water. Yay, ice cold water. But that's going to lock it in. I try not to wash my hair more than a couple times a week, unless it's just terrible. Like in Vegas, after a couple days, I kind of smelled like a bingo hall, so I had to wash my hair. So that's that. And, avoid heat styling as much as possible. And it takes a lot of work. You have to really commit to do this. Thankfully, I get bored with my hair often enough that in a couple months I'll be like, hey, cool, let's do something completely different. So it doesn't matter that it faded because I'm ready for it anyway. So, okay, that was my hair comments, because I've actually gotten a lot of messages lately. And I wanted to share a couple things with you guys that I'm doing. I don't know if it's the same with y'all, but I get approached at least once a week with somebody who's doing something new or wants me to join in on a venture, or, you've just got to do this. It's the best thing since sliced bread. And I'm really, really picky about anything I choose to take part in or to promote or whatever. First off, I love my day job. I do commercial real estate. I've also got the coolest boss on the planet. So my schedule is flexible. I work from home. I've got time to do other things. So if I decide to do a bunch of paintings that I want to sell or commission artwork or, anything like that, I've got the time to do it, which is pretty cool considering, I do have a job. So that brings me kind of to this place where I am. If you've been around Rocker Mom Rambles for a while, you know that I've had some health issues the past few years. They really got out of control after my wedding in 2013, where I had pushed myself to the brink to look amazing in my wedding dress and lost like 30 pounds of fat and put on 10 pounds of muscle in 12 weeks, which is pretty significant, especially for somebody who's had some serious thyroid and inflammation and insulin resistance issues. So I did that and I looked great. The wedding pictures show, woo, look at her, she looks amazing. But shortly after that, my body started to crash. And within about 6 to 8 months, I was gaining weight. I wasn't sleeping. My skin was doing weird things. I had all of this inflammation in my joints that freaked me out so bad. And I went to an endocrinologist. And at first, they were convinced that I had RA because of the immense pain and just the inflammatory response of my body. Come to find out, I didn't have it. So we went over my history, and I do have a history of adrenal fatigue. Okay, sorry, my phone was ringing. So I first burned out my adrenals in 2007 when I was on this wild crash diet, weight loss thing, and I was working out like 2.5 hours a day. I don't know why. And then, so you're kind of susceptible to that going forward once it happens. So my endocrinologist said pretty much I pushed an already broken body to the point where it was attacking itself. Can y'all hear my cat? He does not care about anything except now he knows I'm doing something, so he's screaming from the other side of the laundry room door. Bless his heart. Anyway, so I was told I could not do any sort of explosive movement in my exercising. So no CrossFit, no high intensity interval training, no running. I'm totally cool with that. I hate running. I've said a lot of times, if I'm running, you better run too, because there is something chasing me. So I was told yoga only, and I fell in love with yoga. And then once I was getting into a routine, my yoga studio that was 30 minutes away, I got really busy with work. So I couldn't take 30 minutes to drive there, an hour of yoga, then get ready and all this other stuff. So that kind of fell by the wayside a little bit. And I still try to do my practice at home. I don't do it quite as much as I probably should. But I mean, if I lived my life in shoulds, then I would live with nothing but regret. So anyway, fast forward to now. In the past year, the inflammation's come back. I got in a huge fight with my endocrinologist, who has put most of his work off on his physician's assistant, who thinks she knows everything and will not listen to patients. And instead of fixing the doses of my medications, my thyroid meds and my vitamin D, which has been critically low for about 15 years now, since I moved up to the Pacific Northwest. So his PA, instead of looking at any of my labs and saying, okay, we need to do this and this, like I had gotten accustomed to with him, she wanted to put me on diabetic medication, an injection every day that's for diabetics. I'm not diabetic. I wasn't even, I had gestational diabetes with my kids, but it was all maintained through diet. So she wanted to put me on these injections. Okay, not only were they being used for something other than they were designed to, which makes me a little bit nervous for the most part. They were also $1,200 a month. $1,200 a month. Instead of getting my hormones in the right ratio, balanced out, their fix was to create more of a need to buy this medication. I'm like, who's getting a kickback from the pharmaceutical company? So anywho, so I fired them. The problem is now I've got to wait until September to get in with this highly recommended family practice that does a really cool East-West mishmash. I guess that's the technical term. So we've got Western medicine and we've got Eastern medicine. So it's kind of a whole body approach. And so I'm waiting until September. So it's almost May now. So I've got May, June, July, August to try and do some self-healing because I'm pretty much going to be in limbo until then. So a good friend of mine was telling me about this program, supplements that she's taking, stuff that she loves. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'll try it. I'm not going to commit to anything, whatever. I'm just going to see if I like it first because I'm really, really picky about my supplements. So I'll real quick tell you what I'm doing. So first thing in the morning, I'm taking my Burn, which has about as much caffeine as a cup of coffee. So, I mean, unless you're drinking an entire pot of coffee, this is not going to make you super jittery or whatever. And I do watch my caffeine intake because of the adrenal burnout. But it has not made me jittery. It doesn't give me that weird, like, sick feeling in my stomach at all. Just a nice little steady boost of energy, and I can still sleep at night, which that's huge for me because I tend to go through phases where have complete insomnia for last time lasted about 6 months. I was a crazy person about to burn my house down. So that's your first thing. And then my second thing is Sustain, which this is, it's a protein shake. It's vanilla flavored. It's a vegan, non-GMO. There's tons and tons of vitamins in it. What just happened to my screens? Seriously, I need like a tech person. In any case, protein powder, I have an aversion to just protein powder and water shakes. My husband can do it. I can't. I think especially vegetarian protein powder. This is mostly pea protein, I guess. If I was a 12-year-old boy, I could make so many jokes about pea protein. But protein powder mixed with water, to me, tastes like powdered cow farts. It's not my favorite thing. So what I do is I get my blender cup, my little Ninja cup, and I put the protein powder and some ice and some unsweetened vanilla coconut milk, a little tiny bit of sugar-free caramel flavored syrup, and a heaping tablespoon of powdered peanut butter. Blend it up. It tastes great. It's not a meal replacement. It's just to make sure you're getting enough protein in your body. And especially, I'm in my 40s now. Ugh, I hate to say that. You know, I'm at the age where muscle mass is going to start tapering off a little bit unless I really make a conscious effort not to lose it. So, you know, you lose muscle mass, then you just get squishier, and nobody really wants to be squishier. So there's that. And then at night, we've got Sync. Now, that is my favorite thing. I never used to be a super late night snacker. And the past couple years, it's when I'm tired at night, but I want to stay up and hang out with my husband and watch a show and spend some time with him. All of a sudden, then I need a bowl of popcorn, or I need this and this and this. I'm not really hungry. I just want to put something in my face. So I've been making this, and it tastes like cold hot chocolate. You can actually make it warm and have hot chocolate if you're not in Texas and it's not 87 degrees outside. But it's got fiber in it. It's really low calorie, and it kind of fills that need to put something in your face, so you're not raiding the fridge at 11:30 at night for absolutely no reason. I really like it, and it doesn't taste weird and chemically. I'm super sensitive to those smells and whatever. So, I took all of my measurements and stuff on Monday, and my weight, which yay. And I'm going to be doing a recap or a follow-up on this coming Monday just to see what I'm doing. I'm not super crazy dieting because I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to put myself through hell because I'm too busy being miserable and eating powdered cow farts to enjoy my life. And my life is really cool. So I don't want to be that miserable, bitchy dieting person. So there's that. And I'm absolutely obsessed with the company right now, just because they have a philosophy that I like, and everything is natural and there's no weird chemicals, and their house cleaning stuff. I posted earlier. I don't know if I shared with you guys. I may have posted on my personal page. I got the laundry pods because I've been searching for stuff that smells good, but isn't going to give my oldest daughter a rash, and isn't going to have all the nasty phosphates and all that kind of stuff. Bye, Jen. I'll talk to you later. Love you too. So the laundry detergent. It says you can use up to 2 pods in a big load of laundry. Well, I had a big load of laundry from Vegas. And if you've been to Vegas for any length of time, your clothes do not come home smelling very fresh, right? So I wanted to test it out on the worst laundry I could. And so I put my laundry in there, one little pod. It smelled amazing. Absolutely amazing. Passed the dryer test afterwards. So, and the stuff is not any more expensive than the stuff I was ordering before. Very excited about that. Anyone that wants to try it, just let me know. Send me a comment, or like comment on here, or send me a message, and I can send you a $10 off promo code for your first order. So just to try it out. So, I know I'm rambling. It's been a really, really long day. So, that's all I've got for today. I'm going to be doing some updates just for accountability and to kind of share what I'm doing, because it's been a long time since I've been excited about a company or a product enough to share it on a day or use on a daily, if that makes any sense. And if anyone that wants to do this with me, it's pretty fantastic. And if you sign up and do the pledge, you get $20 off a month on the 3 products that I was just sharing with you. So you can do that if you go to RockerMomBoss.com. That'll take you right to the pledge. Or just send me a message and I'll let you know what I'm doing and answer any questions you've got. I'm still learning a lot of things, but I will tell you, I feel fantastic. Having the 2 sick kids and the lack of sleep and everything else that's happened this week, I have had energy. I've actually gotten out and exercised every day this week. I'm sleeping like a baby, and I'm eating some decent foods. I don't know if y'all saw my post about soup earlier. Made the best soup. So with all of that, I'm just going to try to find some balance here. And if there's a product that helps me do that, great. And if it helps other people, or I can show how this 40-something-year-old mama can actually get into a healthy place without doing anything extreme, then I'm really happy to do that. So I think that's it. I'm pretty sure my husband just pulled up in the driveway, and I know he forgot that he's supposed to go in the front door. So I'm going to go before he interrupts this and then keeps talking when I tell him I'm in the middle of a live. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.